Oh, go ahead. Let's go.
I got you. I got you right in mid chew. we're
fantastic. Oh, great. I was like, yeah, let me finish this bite and then we'll. Fantastic.
I'm sorry. It's after hours, so people pay for this. They want to they want you to be surprised.
Dude, okay, so well then I'll just tell you, I'm eating a salad. It's not a chicken salad, although it's a chicken salad. Like it's lettuce, tomato with chicken in it. Dude, we were reading a book. My son wanted to read a book last night, and it's a couple years old at this point, which is terrifying. It is the only book we have in his room that's a little kid book that's a nonfiction book.
Okay.
So it's a fact book. Anyway, most of the fact books we get, we borrow them from the library and whatever. And the other ones are all the children's stories that my wife likes. And so they're children's stories. This book is called, I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Just 1 Second or Just a Second or something like that. Anyway, it stated that every second, and it had a bunch of facts about what can happen in 1 second, which was kind of cool. One of the ones that really shook me was every second that happens at the time of the writing of that book, 1,500 chickens are killed, butchered for consumption.
Wow. That's crazy.
Which means 90,000 chickens a minute. Which means, yeah, as you start to add it up, you're like, my gosh, that's a lot of chickens. And at first I was like, I don't know that I believe that. But the other day we were like eating hot wings and I'm like, there's 22 chickens worth of hot wings here.
Right.
And then we were eating chicken legs the other day. I'm like, there's 6 chickens worth of legs here that we're eating for dinner, just us as a family. Like that's 6 chicken. Now we didn't eat the whole chicken. I get it. But like,
right.
When you would figure there's millions of people, yeah, it's going to make sense. You've got to make chicken nuggets, chicken tender, chicken strip, chicken pieces, chicken, like everything is chicken.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know for us, we primarily eat chicken breasts, sometimes tenderloins.
Right.
But focus on the white meat. But yeah, so there's 3 of us, so it's going to be 3 chickens, 4 if the dog gets his serving.
Oh, I was like, well, each chicken has 2 breasts. They're supposed to.
I mean,
you might have.
We eat a lot of chicken.
Oh, you eat a lot of chicken. I see.
You gotta get the double breast.
Mm.
It depends on where you're buying it. So there's a great butcher here that you can get really good chicken, like good tasting, doesn't have any weird texture to it, which I have aversion to chicken. I've eaten so much chicken in my life.
Yeah.
So like going to like Walmart, like no Walmart chicken is edible to me. Like every once in a while we'll get it and I'm just like, I'll try to eat it, but it tastes like rubber, or it's got a like rubbery texture to it. And I'm just like, I can't.
And the skin is too yellow and you can't like, yeah, I gotcha.
I'm getting nauseous just thinking about it. But yeah, like there'll be smaller breasts, this place, they're like big, healthy chickens. It's crazy because they almost look, I mean, we've gotten before that we're like, you're like, is this a turkey breast? This thing is huge. Anyway.
Wow. They have specific.
But yes, chickens do have 2 breasts. Last time I checked.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the AI thing because I know I sort of like alluded to it, but yeah, I had this brainstorm the other day when I was talking to my cousin on the phone, and I'm like, dude, ultimately what I would love to be able to do is be able to offer for my members of the YouTube the ability at any time, being whatever membership level, maybe it's the $5 level, get access to talk to an AI version of me.
Yeah.
Where I put in all exactly the way I would do coaching, and I'm going to call it coaching, not therapy, but where I would do coaching for them, where they're going to ask me questions about, what do I do if my my significant my ex-girlfriend reaches out and texts me during the no contact rule. I'm
Right.
going to have 10 different answers. This is what I would typically say. But the AI, instead of just giving a rote answer, oh, don't contact back, they'd be like, well, is this the first time they've reached out to you in the thing? And is this something, do you feel strong enough in order to do? If I had that where they could chat up me, basically, what I
Yeah.
would ultimately say, probably going to take me several months of going through all the rigmarole to answer and put in all of the things the way I would do it. I'd love to be able to offer that to people for on the spot clarification.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's 2 a.m. They're nervous. Their ex just texted them. What do I do? They can get on there, text the thing and be like, oh, you know what? You're right. I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to do this. It's kind of an emergency call thing.
Right.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. You definitely have to call it coaching, though. There's some liability issues there.
Oh my God. I know that. I wouldn't definitely. I want to get out of therapy anyway. And I want to be able to ultimately give up my licenses. Nice. I got so many now. I want to give them up. Because realistically, the only reason I need the licenses to say the things I say and do the things I do is to be able to bill insurance.
Right.
I'm sick of doing that.
It's the least fun part of anything in healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me run you through, like, since you're not familiar with HeyGen, right?
No.
Let me show you kind of what's possible.
Oh yeah, screen share. Let me see.
So let me see here.
Nobody wants to hear me chew.
Okay, so here we have, this is an example. This is one of their better ones, like top tier ones. And make sure you can hear this. Let's see.
Into reality. Whether you're a creator, founder, team, or household name, our technology makes video creation easy. See that box to the right? Those are just a few of the languages I can speak.
I just hear it. I don't see anything.
Watch as my lips sync perfectly to match. Welcome to the world of HeyGen, where AI-powered storytelling transforms your ideas into reality. Whether you're
Let's see. So you don't see my screen. Interesting.
Okay, I did that thing where I made you. I didn't want. It's a little tiny screen of you, a little tiny screen of me, and then there was the screen share. And I clicked on you to put you in the middle, so I look more like I'm talking to the thing.
Yeah.
And now I don't know how to move you.
Try the little, like, try hitting escape, maybe. No. Let's see.
Nope. And then there was something else that said third user, and then I just clicked X.
The third user is my screen.
I got rid of that. I X'd it off.
So crap. Do you see at the bottom like a 3 dots, maybe like a 3 bottom right corner? Do you see like a little hamburger menu with more options?
Picture in picture.
Yeah, try hitting that.
Okay. It says playing picture in picture, and then there's a black screen in the picture.
Okay, so then how do we change that? I'm seeing the same thing. So back to tab. Okay.
Yep.
Dumb. When in doubt,
restart.
Refresh the browser.
Oh.
You'll disappear for a minute, but you'll make it back.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2. Reload.
See that box to the right? Those are just a few of the languages I can speak. Click on one and watch as my lips sync perfectly to match. Welcome to the world of HeyGen, where AI-powered storytelling transforms your ideas. Your founder, team, or household name.
Okay, so
our technology makes video creation easy.
So that's a pretty good example of like what they can do.
Okay.
What's interesting is, like, I'm going to unmute it here in a second, and we'll listen to the Spanish, and like you'll see how it changes things.
Transforms your ideas into reality. Bienvenido al mundo de HeyGen, donde la narración impulsada por IA transforma tus ideas en realidad. Ya seas un creador. Willkommen in der Welt von HeyGen, wo KI-gestützte Erzählkunst ihre Ideen in die Realität verwandelt.
Why does she sound so angry? Just kidding.
欢迎来到黑根的世界。在这里，AI 驱动的故事讲述将你的创意变为现实。无论你是
Okay.
创作
So
Welcome to the world of
that's one of the things you can do is have digital translations done. Not something that I can find a use for right now. That may change.
Right.
But let's just kind of go through. I'm going to play a couple of these so you can see. This is like their higher quality, newer avatars.
Bring your digital twin to life with HeyGen's AI video avatar. Capture your gestures, expressions, and voice once. Then create limitless videos in different styles, scripts, and languages. Perfect for creators, educators, and businesses looking to scale content with a personal touch.
So that's her. Then we'll go to this guy.
Need a professional avatar without the setup? HeyGen's AI stock avatars give you instant access to 500 plus ready-made avatars, business, lifestyle, UGC, or AI generated. Just pick, personalize, and start creating.
I mean, it's pretty slick.
The fact that he's not just he like puts the expressions and
Right,
man.
right. So, I mean, there's more. They do photos and that kind of stuff too. Generative AI or generative avatars, the interactive avatar, so kind of like a customer service agent like you were talking about.
Right.
So anyway, it's pretty cool.
And how expensive?
Well, it's not bad at all. So you can start for free. So you can try it out for free. You get 3 videos per month that are up to 3 minutes each. So that's, I mean, in all things, man, I'm going to try it if I can first. So, but if you go up to the paid plan, you get unlimited videos that are up to 5 minutes each,
Okay.
and faster video processing, and that's like $29 a month. Then you can go into team, and they can be up to 30 minutes, and all kinds of stuff. You can go up from there. But for $29 a month, I can justify that. Now, man, this is like anything else. You got to really, really use something, because we're talking like at this point, $29 a month for that, $34 a month for Firecut, $20 a month for ChatGPT, every little piece,
Yes, everything
$25
starts
a month for Zapier,
add up.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So,
$29 a month for it to be me on camera without me having to be on camera.
right.
All I do is I take the script, and instead of then taking the cameras and the lighting and the everything and then recording myself saying it 10 or 15 times until I get it the way I want it, and then bringing it back and then putting it and then doing it, I don't necessarily feel like that's faking it if I'm the one writing the script.
I agree with you. Yeah.
That I would say, making sure I say it, then saying it. Now, you know me, I write words really well. And then I think, all right, now that I've got it written, I just need to say it. Why did I say it like that? And then I re-say it. And I'm like, why did I put the emphasis at the end? And then I re-say it. Sometimes it takes me 6 times to say the thing that's in my head. It doesn't come out the way I want it to, especially when I've got that nerves of talking to the camera and making, and then I'm like, why am I up here with my damn hands? Put them down and be professional. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. So
that would save me so much time.
I mean, in
people would be watching me.
Yeah.
Plus, by the time I put the B-roll and the cut in, all of the stuff, I could generate much more content.
Oh, it's like we were talking about last week. Like,
now, how hard is it to change the background?
Watch. Okay. So I'm gonna take,
because that's my thing. I have to change cuts and scenes and make it to look like I'm different places.
So let me take you into my account. I have a video I'm working on. It's not going to be playing like in syncing. It will do a voice, and I can show you how we change voices and that kind of stuff. Okay. But it's not going to be lip syncing. She's not going to be moving because I have to actually generate the video.
She doesn't move her mouth, is what you're saying. She's not going to be synced in. Yeah, because that takes credits.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, but I can show you how the interface works and stuff. Let me go ahead and get in there. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so this is the video that I'm working on. And it's just a top 10 frequently asked questions for a restaurant. websites. So I'm going to play it first so you can get an idea.
Then you can explain it after. Yeah.
All of this was just typed in, copied and pasted from our frequently asked questions on the restaurant page, Niche's restaurant page. So here we go.
Okay.
Here's our top 10 frequently asked questions for restaurant websites. Why do I need a professionally designed website for my restaurant? Design matters. A professional website helps attract new customers, build credibility, and streamline operations with features like online reservations and ordering. It's a 24/7 marketing tool that grows your business and keeps diners engaged. Can I update my menu or business information myself? Yes, we provide you with an easy-to-use platform that allows you to make updates whenever you need without technical expertise. We're also here whenever you need help. Do you handle online reservations and ordering integration? Absolutely. We can integrate with popular platforms like OpenTable, Resi, and direct ordering solutions to help streamline your operations.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause it there because you probably get the idea and I don't need to play anymore, but like the pronunciation and everything was like pretty good.
It really did just about sound like a person.
Yeah. So like, I'll show you how I built these slides, right? So I picked that avatar, but let me just show you if I have like one more slide I need to put at the end. So I'm not gonna actually do it, but I'm going to do it, but it's not going to be the final version. So it was this template. They have different templates you can use.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So I saw that and I was like, okay, I'm going to use that. And this is just the default avatar that's in there, but we can switch avatars. So let's say this last piece that I want to throw in there. I don't know. I want to use this one, I guess. It throws it in. Let me just scroll. So I'll click on it. You can see, I probably need to move her. There we go. It has just filler content, placeholder content. So if I wanted to, let me grab what I actually need to put in there really quick. I think this is it. Yeah. So over here, this is what she's going to say. First of all, I want you to hear the voice that is default for this avatar. I do not like it. So it's Peppy Priya.
Our expertise lies in creating integrated campaigns with a unified message and telling.
That's super harsh. I can't take it.
Okay.
So first of all, let me just paste my content. So let's listen to her say that now. It'll take a second, but not too long. This is the longest it's taken.
Well, you've got all the other things running and everything.
Come on.
You're slowing down your internet.
Our pricing is competitive and tailored to your needs. Contact us for a customized quote based on your restaurant's goals.
Okay, so we heard that. So here's how we would change the voice, which is needed. First of all, you can speed up, slow down, turn down the volume.
Okay.
There are different inflections, right?
Yep.
So maybe if we went with something soothing.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Siri?
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
I don't. Friendly.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
I don't know how friendly that was.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
That was excited. And here's the original.
Hello, this is what I sound like. Hope you like it.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I need a moment. That caught me off guard. So we specifically don't want to go with that because we want, like, there's a lot of, bias in the tech space about like, everything being outsourced to India. So we do not do that. And we don't want to just, make people assume that we do. So let's see. Here's broadcaster.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
And angry.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so that's her. I can change that. I can go up here to actually click on her name, and then let's listen to a couple different
Hello, this is what I sound like. Hope you like it.
Good Lord. Let's go with friendly.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
It's better, but it's still kind of like a high-pitched voice.
Too young.
Yeah.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
That one is what it is.
Hello, this is what I sound like. Hope you like it.
Ooh, hello, Hannah. Friendly Hannah. So she sounds like.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Yeah, so that's more the territory I'm looking.
That's not bad.
Yeah, let's go
what
with
broadcaster?
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
I actually I don't hate that one at all.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Okay, I got 2 more for
I
you.
like the emphasis in the wording.
Hello, this is what I sound like. Hope you like it.
No, broadcaster. Let's see.
I want to try
Or friendly first.
Yeah.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Not too fast.
Knew it was going to be too fast.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Okay, so you've heard all those. This is the one I actually have used so far.
Okay.
Hello, this is what I sound like. Hope you like it.
Okay.
So I like that one. Or Hannah broadcaster.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
I don't hate that.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so you can choose those different things. Then that's just like what's built in. You can then use, if you've already set your own voice, you can use your voice.
Okay.
Or then there's a whole other, there's all the voices. So, I mean, we could go, I don't even know, like filters. Let's go with male. Let's give her a male voice. Rex.
Hello, this is what I sound like. Hope you like it.
That would be awesome to put on her. So this is the problem too. It's actually a really good thing that they've limited me on the free account to 3 videos, because I would have already done some stupid things just for my own entertainment.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Actually, let me pick this. Let me pick Zippy Zoe. Okay. So now when she says this, it sounds gooder. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Our pricing is competitive and tailored to your needs. Contact us for a customized quote based on your restaurant's goals.
So I'm happy enough with that. Okay, now let's look at changing different things. So
just quick question, and maybe you don't know the answer to this. If you make an AI version of your voice, you clone your voice, do you get the options to make an angry, a broadcaster, a friendly of your voice?
Let me see. Voice cloning.
Because it'd be interesting to do one that's like soothing, where if you're talking about something important, it slows your voice down, makes it a little bit deeper. And then if you want to talk about something exciting, it needs to be able to pick it up and, because that's the whole thing about actual voices.
Right.
And so,
well, you can per clip, you can speed up and slow down. Now, if you're talking about inflection and that kind of stuff, friendly versus angry or whatever, I'm not seeing where it says in the comparison between the packages. I don't see it saying anything about that. So I'm going to say at this point, I don't know, but I will find out, because I'm very much like in the next week, I will be doing this. I'm not doing it today.
I'm telling you, I am super, super curious about that, because yes, that's not me being able to make a clone AI of myself that can talk and communicate. That's next gen. That's next level. And I don't have that kind of money yet. But
it's not far from it, though.
Love to be able to make the videos that I would have made using my voice or my text as voice, because realistically, I looked into this. I looked into doing this with Descript when I went through the surgery and I had my thyroid taken out and I nearly lost my voice. In fact, I went for, it was 9 days or something, not being able to talk. And I thought, this is really bad. So I went in and I trained an AI on my voice to be able to do it. And it wasn't near this good. Like, you could still tell. It sounded like an AI version of my voice. It just didn't sound like me.
Right.
So, but it would be really, really cool to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Man, so let me show you workflow time, because this, we're in the after hours thing. This would really solidify $29. It's such a lower bar financially for me compared to what I'm paying, where it's like, Now, if I cut the time out, the film time out,
right,
and this is just processing because it's just a video of me, and then I can put in some of these other things. But honestly, I can put in all of these other things, the slides and the other stuff, with Firecut, with the graphics and the word.
I was going to say that's the key to it, I think, is using B-roll.
Yes, I think using B-roll is what's going to do it. It's not going to look like but this is an informational. This is different. But for me to make my videos, if I could record the background, it's my office, just like it would be. I record myself with the lighting and the stuff so that it knows exactly what I look like.
Yeah.
I do all the turns and the talking and the expression just like I would normally do. And then it does that. But then I can take the camera and set a background of it with the picture centered and then with the lamp off to the side, the same way I do now, where I have to position everything. I'm like, there, I adjusted it. There's enough visual difference that it stays. I would love to be able to do that and then upload. And if I could do that and save myself the hour of setup and recording and takedown for that video, then I'm already saving myself the hour of first edit down to 20 minutes. And then I'm saving the locating B-roll because I got the AI gen B-roll, and then I have to go through and I can fine tune, which I really enjoy. I have to tell you, doing the B-roll stuff, I'm still only using the paid account, the one that's there, right? The story blocks, but it picks stuff for me and puts it in. And I go, no, I click on it and it's like, what else do you want there? There are more things, but if I choose something else or I rewrite a thing, it says, great, that one is going to cost you 30 cents or whatever. So,
okay. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, not terrible. And I don't know exactly, and maybe it's the length of video or the whatever that's charging, but it's going to pay the person who created the B-roll in the first place. So, okay. But it also has the option for me to inject all of my own B-roll.
Right.
And so I don't know yet how it's going to, if I upload a folder of 60 videos of me doing B-roll, I don't know how it's going to organize or put it, or if I have to meta tag everything.
At this point, you probably have to meta tag. It depends on if it works with the beta version of Premiere.
Yeah,
probably doesn't.
Which is what I don't know. So
yeah. Well, let me show you some of the things that are possible. So here's that. We can go ahead and turn the background on. So that's the background that she shot on, right? It's not actually there. She was probably shot on a green screen, but we can change the background. We can, let's see. We can change a few things. So that's, and not all of the avatars do this, but I can choose for more of a close up, which I then have to adjust things. Undo, help. You can also do like circle.
Right.
Then let's go with look. So maybe I want her seated in front of something. It'll take a second. And this is just the avatar that came with, that was in this template. I'm probably, look, this first video, I don't even know if we'll use, but I want to put my best foot forward and at least have something that's like, if I had to, I could release. So that's why I haven't hit.
And if nothing else, it's a placeholder. At least you've got something. You can put it out. It may still say, hey, Jen, right on it. It may not. It may.
Whatever. It will. That's one thing I do know. So it's being slow. Let me just go ahead and do this. So, but I could choose one of the other avatars. Like right now, my pick for an avatar would be the one of these two, right? But let's pick her, and then you can choose like what her outfit is. Because we have a pink, or in this case, it's blue. I'm going to want white or black. So for me, it would be either this or this. And let's say if I didn't like that, I'm going to try the black instead. And of course, it's going to be slow to replace it. I mean, honestly, that's the biggest thing with any of these things, any of the AI services, is like sometimes you are sitting there just watching the cursor spin, Yeah.
Let
me see if I go away and come back. No. What if I change it again? Why don't I just make it mad? Okay, well, we'll stick with the white shirt. So like in this situation, then that would have changed to the voice. Yep. So let's see what that sounds like.
Our pricing is competitive and tailored to your needs. Contact us for a customized quote based on your restaurant's goals.
So I like her voice just how it is. But there are, I think we could speed up, we could slow down. Let's see if she has different inflections. She doesn't. So that may also be a deciding factor for me. But excuse me, let's see, what can we change with her? It's just the outfits. Or we can go, let's put the dude in there. There we go. No color. Come on. Oh, UI, don't fail me. I'm getting ready to hit refresh because I am not patient. I'm hitting refresh. There we go. Let's see if it knows what I did. Yep, there we go. So there he is. So let's see what he sounds like.
Our pricing is competitive and tailored to your needs. Contact us.
It's not bad. So you get an idea of some of that. Again,
Right.
like, let's see if I can. I actually kind of like the other avatar because we could change the backgrounds. But here, let me just grab, I don't know, someone else. Let's see what those, I haven't done a lot of this. Let's just pick that. Oh, okay. That's a premium avatar. Okay, here we go.
Right.
So, you don't get a lot for the free account, but you do get to see how it works.
Sure. You get to test it.
So like, let me just get out of here. And then like it has like, getting started. So it's like, hey, create your first video, which is what I'm doing right now. And then generate your digital twin.
Okay.
And then from there, you can do a translated video. So I actually want to see.
Hey guys, I'm Joshua, co-founder and CEO of HeyGen. Let me show you these two videos and you tell me which one is AI generated.
In the early days of computer programming, a significant historical anecdote is known as Grace Hopper and the bug. In 1947 at Harvard University.
All right, it may sound crazy, but both videos are generated with my AI avatar. You can create your own if you follow the instruction below. It will only take you 5 minutes to get a high fidelity avatar, same as mine.
So 5 minutes, apparently.
So we only need 2 minutes of talking videos of you. You can talk about anything in any different languages. There are 6 things you need to pay attention.
Okay.
1, you could either use a mobile camera or a professional camera, as long as you're filming it at 1080p+. 2, about the background. You should make sure you have a good lighting and make sure you have a nice looking background. The background of your avatar will look exactly the same as your footage. 3, position. You could either be standing or sitting, but try to make sure you don't move your position during the recording. 4 is simple. Try to make sure you look straight to the camera and do not look anywhere else during the recording. 5, pauses. Try to make sure you have 1 second pause between each sentences and try to keep your mouth closed between each pauses. 6, gesture. Do not use any directional or pointing gesture. Try to do a generic gesture just like me and keep your gesture below the chest level. Next, I will include my 30-second recording clip just for your reference. You can look at how I was doing my recording footage.
Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about how we are making the avatar filming behind the scene. As you can see that, I'm standing in front of the camera. It's a sunny afternoon, 4 p.m. in Los Angeles. I'm just like facing in the camera.
Last, there's one tip I personally find it very useful. You can imagine you are actually giving a product update videos to your audience and you are delivering that message to the camera. If you don't get it right the first time, no worry at all. With Instant Avatar, you can redo it as many times as you want and it's totally free. Let's give it a try and let's bring the magic to you. So we only need 2.
Okay. So I'm like, dude, I got hours of video of me, but every single one of them is going to have my hands up in front of my face.
Right.
So it would be doing just like they're saying, but I could do that.
Yeah. I mean, 2 minutes, that's crazy, right? So
2 minutes is not much.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do it right now if I weren't wearing a hat. I just don't want to put the effort into it twice. And so I don't want to.
So you can actually create your avatar on the free version.
Yes. What you don't get is
like,
let's see, the free version. You just get the one. You don't get some of the stock avatars. I feel like, and I could be
I'm gonna
wrong.
guess that's still maybe the free one. You're not getting motion on the free one.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. That's what's crazy, right? So I think on the paid one, you get like the different looks, right? So I don't know. I'll find out. But next week I will have done this, so I'll be able to tell you.
Thank you. I bet both of his uploaded free version ones, he's in that same white shirt. So I bet you, yeah, premium, you get to do it in a black shirt, white shirt, a button down, a collar, a jacket, something, and then you can pick. So when you're making your videos, you can grab different looks.
Yeah. Okay. What I would do personally, if again, I want to see how it actually works, but I would try to do, let's say like a shirt, white, whatever the shirt is, do it like this, do it like this, where you turned off camera a little bit, maybe do it sitting down, do it standing up, all in that same shirt. So then you have options for different shots. And then do a different shirt and do the same way. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works and what you do yet. So, but what's nice is it's unlimited, right? So you can continue to make it better. You can continue to upload new videos and new looks. So yeah, like it's pretty cool.
Dude,
man, I mean, the possibilities, right?
I'm just thinking, my goodness, like realistically, the possibilities for that. And me I'd be able to make, because I get the latency. But at the same time, if I just put in the entire dialogue, I just want my face, me, and sitting in front of my background, saying that entire thing in one shot. I'm downloading it and I'm putting it in Premiere and I'm editing.
Yeah.
So really, I just do it, type in all the stuff I would have printed to say, I pop that in, and then I say create. I set it off to the side, let the computer do it. Sure, I could almost have the front computer doing it. You know what I mean? Just do it on the front one.
Yeah.
And just have it do it and then export it. When it's done, it just exports it so that it comes to or I could, drop it. I guess I could, what do they call that?
Airdrop it.
I could airdrop it and then drag it right into Premiere and then go. Man, I'm telling you, I could be editing one while it's updating and doing the next one. I could absolutely batch in that case.
Yeah. And here's the thing, even if it doesn't function how it doesn't do everything we want it to right now, you know how this space is, every month something is new, so it's going to evolve into where our minds already are. And it's not going to be that long. So yeah, I mean, for me, it is about speed, because I have the technical ability to set up and record videos and do all the things. And I've got a teleprompter and I could read and I could do all that. But man, it's the setup and teardown. Like, it's going to take time and I'm going to mess up. Right. So I'm going to have to re-record. I'm going to have to trim.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. My last video I just made, I got everything done. I said the last line and I said that by doing this, it's going to, and knowing this thing or whatever the sentence was, when knowing this is going to change your outlook because it makes whatever the thing was attainable. And instead I said relatable. And I was done with the video and I put everything away and I'm recording and editing. I'm like, why did I say relatable? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, and I'm like, maybe I just go in and then just record myself saying attainable and just putting it in, even though my mouth didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't care. People will just know. And then I put in the comments, I think I meant attainable. I could have just put the star attainable You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's actually another great way to do it.
And I've seen that now, multiple creators do that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if that isn't a way to hide the fact that it isn't AI, is have your AI say the wrong word, and then you could go back and go,
Oh my
correction.
gosh, that's great. Yeah. So I was thinking about this, and I almost said something. We'll probably end up saying it next week about like one of the ways I see using this, but I totally see it. Let's say for the book, right? Once someone downloads it, to download, because we want to use it as a lead magnet, right?
Right.
They have to put in their information to download it, right? They get sent it, and then not immediately, because then it's obvious that it's AI, but like 4 hours later or noon the next day, something like that, they get emailed a link to a video, and it's just hey, Roger, just wanted to say thank you so much for downloading the book. I really think it's going to help you with this and that and whatever. Just make it a custom thing. And we literally could just have it fill in that merge field. So that, let's say he said he was in the restaurant industry, right? Really think it's gonna, Roger, I think it's really gonna help you with your restaurant and blah 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 blah. Like, and we can dynamically do that where it's just on one thing and we don't actually have to do the work. So
right. Well, we do the work initially.
Well, but it's all AI.
We would do it first, and then we would have it grab and then do it. But we have to set all that initial automation up.
Well, yeah, but you're going to do that anyway, right?
Yeah. Yes, because we usually do that and then record the actual message and then upload it and then send it to them anyway. So being able to basically record it once.
You don't even have to record it once.
Because you already did your 2-minute thing.
You've already done your avatar. All you have to do is upload the script and put in the merge tags.
Yeah.
And then you can tie it into Zapier and you could pull that information, like whatever the name was, whatever the industry was, and have that insert in the script where it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Come on. So, yes. Very exciting.
It's Hey Jen.
Hey Jen. Jen like GEN. HEYGEN.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And so like I had looked at, several different services, and this is the one
there's no dash.
There's no dash. Sure. No. This is the one that I was already like leaning towards. It was the one that I thought was there was another one that was kind of in the running, but the social media company we were working with
turned you on to them.
Yes.
Dude, I'm telling you, the fact that he has 2 versions of himself doing the same exact video, saying the same exact thing at the same exact time. And I'm looking at one and I'm like, I think that's the AI.
Right.
Maybe that's the AI.
Maybe that's AI. They both were.
But I'm like, hang on, they're both really close.
Right.
He's going to try and trick us and they're both AI or neither one's AI.
Right.
And then they were both AI. And I was like, man, that's so good that if he had not said AI first and the video was just on, I would have just thought he was doing it.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. I want to say, oh gosh, I forget where it is, where I found it, but you can you can send your avatar to Zoom for meetings.
This one,
I forget. I haven't figured out how, but I know I have seen that in the stuff.
Okay, I would love to be able to do that.
Right.
But so I can tell you I am enough in the space that my time is limited so much that it makes sense for me to rely on your ability to make a decision about the product.
Yes. Yeah.
So that I don't, because I could easily spend the rest of today.
Oh yeah.
This is where my brain was like, okay, I'm going to spend the rest of today. I'm going to find out. I'm going to do it. I'm going to build myself one. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it. And I'm like, hang on. I got to send two videos today to Shri.
Right.
So I just need to go ahead and record those. He's going to be irritated. He wants me to do it in only black or only white shirts. Okay. Do you know how much? Oh my God. You know how much fun it would be to send him an AI generated video?
Right.
Where it's me, but I'm just in a white shirt or just in a black shirt, and it's me doing a one take perfectly. Where they're like, that's the complete video, bro. You did it. All we had to do is add AI and do the thing. And then I can see what it should look like when it's edited. And if they can't necessarily tell the difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hang on a second. I want to restart this. Here, I'm going to share my screen.
I'm interested in seeing that. And seeing what it could look like. Okay, yeah, I don't have that.
Wrong. Shoot. Hang on. Wrong screen.
Yeah, I was like, you just got big on the screen.
Yeah, dumb. Hang on.
Man, that's so exciting. I know it'd be. Let me look up. Matter of fact, while you're doing that.
Okay, I got it. So I don't know that this is. I don't know if there's any audio on this. Let's see. Oh, there is.
Let's review our customer feedback from last month.
Welcome everyone to our product demo.
What's one small step you could take this week towards your goal?
It sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed.
Today, we're rolling out our new ticketing system.
Could you walk me through a challenging project you've managed and how you approached it?
Our AI-powered CRM could streamline your sales process.
Let's troubleshoot this together. Can you tell me what error message you're seeing?
Estamos encantados de presentar nuestra nueva línea de productos ecológicos.
Okay. Stop playing. Thank you. So attend thousands of meetings at once. So you basically, it's an interactive avatar, like we were talking about before.
That's kind of what I was wanting to do with. I just said that that's my next step. I want to create that so people can come and ask me questions. And then I can have an avatar that answers them the way I would answer them. So not important, life-altering questions, but
right.
simple stuff. The you got this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So pretty stinking cool though. I'm trying to see like what it requires, but
I just feel like you're going to have to create an AI version of you where you put the information it's going to pull from to create, you know what I mean? Like I feel like this part of the interactive avatar is different than a pre-recorded.
For sure. It's the next layer of complexity, but
I like it and I'm interested.
It's like if you build a database of, input, output. I mean,
dude, this is max headroom, right?
It is. It absolutely is, but done even better. Gosh. Anyway, so we'll see, man. It's a wild.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. I first of all, I love the idea. This is great, and this is next gen stuff, which would be awesome to think about in 6 months, assuming I had enough people that were interested in talking to it, because they would know 100%. This is AIAJ, right?
Right.
This isn't me. This is AIAJ. If you want access to them, it's $2 or $1 a month, and you get access.
Yeah.
And then they go, cool. It's kind of like talking to you. It's kind of like what do you call it? It's kind of like a watered down version. It's a nice placeholder until you get back and we can actually chat.
Right.
I think it could be beneficial, especially for the target audience I'm talking about, because they are going to be in a volatile place where they need an answer right now. They need a really great answer tomorrow when they're calmed down, but at 2 a.m. when they're flustered, they need somebody to come to. At least this is a nice bridge.
Yeah.
It could be a nice bridge. It's kind of cool. But right now, the idea of being able to make that many more videos that much faster means, my presence could be felt much quicker. Because really, what are my videos? My videos aren't necessarily mean, it's a little bit me, but it's mostly what I'm saying because I really want to get the message across, help these people get to where they need to be. And so I could make the B-roll. I feel like it's almost better because when I'm just standing talking to the thing, that isn't me. That's me teaching. That's teacher me. But me being me is me tripping over the curb when I'm walking and I'm doing stuff, or when I'm laughing at things, or when I'm stumbling. That's B-roll me. Yeah. And B-roll me is really me. And I should be adding in and recording versions of B-roll me that I can interject back into the video so that they see like, this is that guy.
Dude, but think of it this way. Think of like the course creation. Like you have the content for a course, but you don't have the time to sit down and.
Oh my God, I have the whole course.
Yes.
I just can't sit down and record the 10 hours of video it's going to take me to do that, and the 400 hours it'll take to edit it.
The only caveat to like the entry level paid plan is it's 5-minute long videos. So you chop it into 5-minute long pieces, or you pay the $84 a month or whatever it is to get the unlimited, or whatever.
Right.
30-minute long videos for whatever it is,
well, and realistically, nobody can sit for longer than 5 minutes to listen to a lesson anyway.
Right.
So I just make 5-minute lesson, break the thing down into 5-minute lessons.
Yes.
That would keep
$10 a month
rambling on for
30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. How often do I do that? I sit down with a 2-minute video and I talk for 14 minutes.
Right.
So it makes much more. Oh man, it really makes a ton of sense. I could practice with the free version because most of my videos, even my long form, I call them long form, and they're long because they're filmed this way. They're really not that much difference in length between my shorts that are 2.5 minutes and my long form videos that are 2 minutes, 45 seconds. It's just how it's filmed and where it's uploaded to.
Right. Right.
But holy smokes. Yeah. Oh my God. Even the shorts. Like, I'm like, even when I make a short, I have the thing and it still takes me that long because I have to clip, because I have to say each line 6 times and then take whichever one is the best way I said it. And then make sure that I remember to put transition words. So I'm not just saying one thing and saying the next thing without going so, and then going into it. And I'm like, oh, I got to add a so in there. Like there's so many little tiny things that I need to, this would save me so much time. Oh my God. I don't know.
You can also, I mean, you can do it like we've said, but I think you can also record a voiceover and just upload it, and then it syncs your avatar to your own voice that you've uploaded. So,
oh man,
so you're reading off a script and you're getting your personality and all that stuff.
Yeah. How often do I read it where I'm like, okay, there's this, that, this is in and then I try and say it into the camera and I'm like, I said it wrong. Why did I emphasize that part when I meant to emphasize? I bet I could. Yeah. If there's the reading part too, then it's actually my words. It's just an avatar version of me. Right. I mean, it's my words. I think anyway, it would sell it that much more. My voice.
Yeah.
So.
And you can still mess up.
Yeah.
Maybe mess up on purpose.
Which I do anyway. Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, not on purpose, but I always mess up. So there's always that. So, okay, man, I'll tell you, I'm going to log on to that. I'm going to save it. I'm going to wait for you to say, yep, let's do it. And here's what you do. And here's how you do it.
I'll send you what I put together. I'm hoping to
let me see, because I'd like to see a final version of it before I go through the process of creating my version, my avatar of me. And then, because I already have talked to you so much on camera that I know what you're supposed to look like. So if you send me a video or make a video and I'm watching you talk being like, okay, I know this is AI, but it's hard to tell. Then I'm sold.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, oh, geesh, come on now. I need to get better now. Then it's different. Because, yeah, for anybody brand new just watching me, I understand I act weird enough. You might think I'm AI anyway. But for anybody that's watched me for any length of time or listened to me for any length of time, you know, all those weird things that happen while I'm talking are just my idiosyncrasies that make me me. And so, yeah, they might be able to tell that the AI isn't doing those necessarily unless it is doing them. I don't know. Be interesting to find out. But I'd really be curious to see if you can do it, and if they allow you to do it, especially with the free version. Do the one where you just type it.
Yeah.
And it does your voice, syncs it, and then do a voiceover one and sync it and see.
Yeah.
I'd be really curious to see the difference there, if there is one.
Yeah. And I don't think like I'll even mess with, I don't know, I might mess with the translation thing. But if I only get 3 videos, I'm not that interested in the translation thing at this point.
And it's only 3 total, or it's 3 per month?
3 per month. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And is it every 30 days or it's per month?
Probably every 30 days.
Oh, I was like, if it's per month, hurry up.
Right. Yeah.
Because the first's coming. But yeah, if it isn't, then it is what it is. But dude, that's $30. I mean, it's another $30. I get it. But man, I'm already paying. You said it's 29. Oh yeah, if you bill yearly, it's 24. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a student discount or
I found the thing. You were talking about different tones of voice. It's called voice cloning, and it is in the bottom paid tier. Voice cloning, clone your voice from an audio file in minutes, easily create unlimited voice clones to cast in your videos.
Oh, okay.
And generate looks. Use a text prompt to generate avatar looks from scratch, or generate new avatar looks from photos using trained AI model. Interesting.
Man. Let's see here.
What doing?
Suck. Well, we just didn't find out about HeyGen until now. I just found Early Shark. So had we found HeyGen not too long ago, they actually at one time had a HeyGen lifetime deal. For $49.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, and it says you save $750. So I'm guessing $800 is a lifetime deal right now.
That might be worth it. I'll let you know. I mean, it depends on what you get.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, if it's just the lowest tier for that 800 forever, no. But if you got the deep tier, the big tier, where it's like you make as many videos you want, you make them as often as you want, you get all the access to all of the things, then it'd be worth it.
Yeah. What'd you search to find that?
HeyGen discount codes or coupons, or no discounts. I looked up discounts. I always try and look up student discount because sometimes they offer it to student teacher discount. And so I always look and see if they offer anything, if they offer any kind of discount, but they don't always. So. And it doesn't look like there are any discounts currently. So they're not trying to generate any extra funds. There was even one that's like, 30% off, for whatever. They don't even have that. There's no codes out right now.
Yeah, I see that.
So.
Free trial. Oh, here's alternatives. Server's down. Okay, great. That's effective.
Yeah. So, okay, man, I'll tell you what, that's not too shabby. It still stinks, but you could end up saving. Let's say you did it for $29. And then you were like, I'll pay the year deal. I'll save myself the $5 times $60. So it's like getting it free for 2 months. So it's like, why not do it?
Right. I mean, dude, even if it was $800 for a lifetime deal, after I do my thing and I see how it works, it would be worth that for me. Because it's only going to get better.
If it worked and the lifetime deal didn't limit you to the worst plan, then yes.
Well, I mean, the worst plan is free, so
yeah. If you got enough for the 800, I'd pay it. If it made sense. But it's got to make sense, because the thing is, like, ultimately, what am I going to want from that? I'm going to want the thing I'm using it for, which is still worth the 24, 25 bucks a month, 29. But I also want the interactive avatar. Well, if you get it, just the other thing for 800, but not the interactive avatar, you still got to pay $40, $50, $60 a month for that. Then what did I get for the other?
Right.
You know what I mean? So if they're like, no, you still have to pay the membership for the full thing in order to get the one thing that you want, then I'm like, well, then I paid you 800 for nothing.
Right. Well, I just requested, look, I found a thing where you can request a HeyGen LTD. So I'll send you a link.
Okay. Yeah. Drop that.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. You just emailed them and asked?
No, it's a website. Oh, come on.
Okay.
All right, I put it in the chat, or I can text it to you. Either one.
I'll go to it. Looking for a HeyGen lifetime deal. Oh, I see.
I may be on a million spam lists now, but it's okay. HeyGen alternatives. Well, we'll see. But yeah, so far, out of all the other things that I looked at, and I had a list of about 5, I think, this was the one that was the best. So,
okay. And it's like get notified.
Yeah.
when they have one. So they don't have one yet, but
well, yeah, what I read,
they had one at one time, and so if they have another one, whoop, it'll pop. So
yeah, we'll see. What's that?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I need to not spend too much time on looking at lifetime deals because I will spend all of the money.
Yeah. I really enjoy, if I'm going to use it, I enjoy the lifetime deal so that I don't have to pay every single month.
Well, it's like we were talking about closer's copy, right? You know, like
dimes you, but then you end up buying it and then never using it, and then you're like, well, what did I waste my time there for,
dude? But if I forget how much I spent, I think it was a couple $100 on closer's copy. But how much do they charge a month if you if you don't have that now? Like it's
it's ridiculous.
The other one I did that was like, I'm so glad I got was Doodly.
Oh yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
we both got that one. It was like $69 for the lifetime deal versus $29 a month.
Yeah, and they had, don't be wrong, they had upsells, and I bought all the upsells.
You did? Oh, okay. I didn't buy the upsells. I just used that one.
I was just like, look, if it's an extra $20, I don't care, whatever. But literally, I did a $25,000 project in Doodly, so it paid for itself.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, I'll take it. Even if you're paying the hundreds of dollars a month for it, it's still
right. It's still worth it anyway when you do it that way.
Yeah, it's so closer's copy starts at $49 a month, and it goes up to
right now.
Yeah, so like 2 months worth. Anyway, so I feel like that's all I have today.
Yeah, that's it. So, man, keep me posted with this because I now have to go set up the dang camera and lights and everything, and then polish the scripts and then record them. and change the background and shit.
Yeah. The
Like,
only other thing I have is I just want to talk like strategy about the book.
Oh yeah, let's touch on that. Let's do
Because
that.
I want to get that. I don't want to lose momentum on that one. I am very, very much excited about that, to the point where that, the whole entrepreneurial like fire that burns in your stomach.
Yep.
That's the current hottest fire, like,
okay.
I want to get that one going. So,
okay.
My thought is, we have a handful of good questions. Let's take that and go into GPT or Grok or a few other places, Claude, I don't know, and feed it that and say, hey, I'm looking for questions, and use the same prompt, right? To ask myself if I'm starting a business, kind of thing, or if I'm trying to turn my side hustle into a business, whatever.
Sure.
And then just try to fill out the thing. And I have more questions I can add. I need to go into my discovery docs.
I think what we can do too is say, before we bias it, because you'll bias your AI, is you say, give me the list of 50 of the top questions I should ask if I'm a first person, never started a bit. You have to give them a person to give it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, give me the top 50 questions I should ask myself if I've done this and had success in and then be like, here's 50 or 20 questions that we want included in a list of 50. Give us ones that are both like in line with and contrasting these that would bring in alternative views or whatever. And then we have 400 questions that we then go, this one's super. Yes. These are garbage. This one is great. And then we'll brainstorm another 50 questions out of that anyway, because we go, this is stupid, but what we should ask is, and then we'll write it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem using the AI as a brainstormer.
Right. Because it's not having it write it for us. It's for ideas, right?
Right. I figure we're digging a hole. It's the shovel. We're still doing the manpower. So let's do that.
I have an idea for the second book also.
Slow down.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Does it need to be a second book, or can it be a?
It needs to be a second book.
Okay.
If nothing else, maybe that one's not free. I don't know.
Okay.
But,
and our first book, did we determine if there's any portion of it that's going to be workbook, or is there going to be an additional PDF downloadable workbook for them to?
Here's the structure I see.
Okay.
It has an intro, and it's preface, and it talks about you and me, right? Then intro, here is how to use this, right?
Okay.
And then I think we go in, it will, I think, naturally it'll naturally be organized by sections, right?
Yeah.
So this first section might not be very introspective. It might just be, what's your funding? This, like, the more of the matter of fact, more of like my side of things. And then the next section, it's the harder to answer things. But I'm seeing in my head like a question on a page, and there might be some follow-up and instructions for the question, and then either a blank page or some lines that they can fill in. So a little bit of book, a little bit of workbook. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But I'm completely open to feedback.
Nope. I like that idea. I like the idea of doing it that way, where you have the question, a little bit of instruction, the rest of the page blank lines.
Yeah.
What I would ultimately love if we could put the book in print and have it almost spiral bound, where they can.
Yes.
That'd be awesome. Even with tabs, be awesome. But spiral, so it's not like, oh, you're taking out pages, I'm going to replace that one. You put it in, you do it once. Okay.
Right.
But then when they flip it over, it gives a rationale or a reason or an alternative way of thinking about why we think that question was important. Maybe even with a little story or a little background or a little something. a little when we got started with matter of fact, the second business I was doing, I didn't consider this, and this is what came up for me. And this was a potential hurdle by not having a good enough answer. Now go back, read your answer, and make sure it answers this.
Dude, but see, that's exactly why I want to do this with you, because it's just going to make it better.
Yeah, because I think they need to write their answer, because everyone is going to jump. Oh, I know what that is. It's $2,000 a month, or it's a $20,000 I just got from my something. And then it's like, let's get real. We thought we had that. Here's a story about, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's some other things to consider. What do you really have? Go back and look at it again through this lens. And they go, yeah, I really have 1,800, or I really have 18,000, or I really have much more than I thought I had. I actually have this. So now they've got a really, really clear. Now that you've reread that, now write your real answer here.
Right.
And then they'll know when they do the next one, they go, oh, I know how this works. I'm going to write my first initial answer, and then I'm going to read the second part, and then I'm going to redo it. And then it's not that at all, because the next question doesn't need to be reframed or relensed in that way. So we get then when they do the second question, so the first two questions where they're getting a feel for the book need to be fairly generic, where they go, oh my God, every question is different, every single thing. Am I glad I got this? Because it's not just the same thing regurgitated with question after question. It actually gives a rationale for that question and an alternative lens to look at it through.
Right. And I think that,
or if not that, then at least another way of defining it, or another way of seeing it, or thinking about it, or whatever.
That's again why I think it's going to end up naturally falling into different sections. Right.
Yeah.
Because there'll be sections where you don't need instruction.
Right.
You don't need the follow-up, perspective. Right. And then you'll
where
go
it doesn't need that at all.
Does.
You just answer it and it's done.
Yeah. And there may be, and I'm really interested. I'm excited. I really am. And it's just yet another way that we can help promote the other things that we're doing, the podcast, like the YouTube channel, like all the things.
Right.
It's like we keep saying, it all just ties together. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it even will work on Remind and other things too. And HeyGen,
I see HeyGen as the bridge to working and completing Remind so much faster. Because realistically, we have access to the information from other people about the course they would do that they can't get themselves to record.
Right.
And now we say, listen, we're going to come and record 20 minutes of you and get all the different angles and view and words and thing, and be like, you read this, you're going to do this. Eyes camera, eyes front, eyes front, eyes front. We do the whole thing. They do it all. We bring it back. We create the
I agree. You're back.
Yeah, man, that's so much better a system than what we were going to do. Is like, we'll invite them out, and then we'll spend, that
just
weekend,
think of the efficiency,
4 days recording them and doing it. And it's like, then we have to go in and edit, and we have to go in and this will save. This is just it. It really brings it down to doable.
Yep.
Right now, man. Because what are we gonna go back to California and get Chris to do the additional things that are missing?
I would to write a trip off to California, but
well, eventually, sure. But yeah, oh my gosh, now it could. Let's say his intro video, he didn't do it. He did all the other stuff, but you're like, I really want an intro video of you saying this, this, this. Yeah. And then an outro being like, now, by the way. Dude, that's so great, because we could actually change the outro video or the CTA video.
Yep.
And try multiple different ways. We could A/B test. We could this changes things.
Yeah.
This also is so in line with what I've been talking about doing with TikTok, being like, I need to be able to do. So anyway, this was another thing. I think I told you, TikTok doesn't penalize you for the.
I told you that. Yes.
Yeah.
You already knew it, but I told you that.
But you told me that.
Yeah.
And I think I was gonna record like the intros, the hooks.
Yeah.
And then just use the hooks to do it. Well, recording 3 hooks and then putting enough meat and then enough stuff and enough is exhausting.
Right.
It's like doing a whole freaking video for me to do 3 videos to determine to do 1 video.
Right.
If now I go, here's my 3 hooks, chop, 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 stick them out. And then I'm like, holy smoke, this one got 2,000 views. This one got 200 and this one 180. This is the one. Now I just take that pre-made hook and then I add the rest of the video to it.
Yep.
I'm not kidding. This is like, this is a shift. Like this could be the shift into me being able to do what I want to do full time.
Dude, but see, that's what I've been saying with like all the stuff, like technology is catching up with me. Because there's so many, and you know, you call it ADD or what, I don't know, entrepreneurial fire burning in me all the time. Like there's so many things that I want to do that I just don't have time for. I have business ideas that I just like, they're sitting there because I can't touch them right now.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, you're absolutely on track with this one, I think, because at this point now, I can hire someone to take all of my scripts and take my digital version of me and make the videos.
Yeah.
And then maybe edit them, maybe not. But now it really makes sense. Like I could be like, here's my list of 29 topics. Here's this thing I would say to each of those topics. This is the video script that I have written for that specific topic from me in my voice. This is what I would say if I were to record the video myself. Now you make that video for me. Get it, upload it, post it, and do it. You basically have me on camera.
Right.
Doing what I said I was going to. Because honestly, I'm already spending the time to write the scripts.
Right.
And I have to get them. It's so hard because it's like I write them and then I don't handwrite them. I type them. And so then I'm like, well, now it's typed, but okay. Well, let's put it on my iPad. And then I put it to the iPad. I send it in a Word doc to the iPad. Then I set the iPad off to the side. And then I read line 1 and I say line 1. And I do it over and over and over and over and over. But it's like, it takes time to have it on the Word doc to put it on the iPad. Then take the iPad with me. And then sometimes I have to plug that in and then set up the camera. And then
it's all time. You don't get back.
I saved the time. It's written. I just send it to them.
Yeah.
Or I just upload it. Yes, it makes sense right now for me to be the guy that uploads it to the thing and then edit and does it and edits. And I create my style of the way I would do it. Then I can just say, hey, look at my videos. You see my style. You have my AI. You have my thing. Can you do it for me? And this is how much I can afford to pay you.
Right.
Can you do it for that? And if they're like, absolutely, then we're golden.
Yeah.
Then I have team members working in the positions I need them to work in order to help further me to get me to where I want to be. Then I get to do the fun stuff and record my B-roll footage and my stuff and write the scripts and figure out the direction I want to take the thing in.
I'm telling you, like between automation, which I've already been in like the automation stuff for years.
Yep.
And now taking AI and combining that with automation. Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good because everything is time. Now, don't get me wrong. There are definitely growing pains. Like this week has been full of growing pains.
Right.
In launching this new social media management thing. It is time consuming. It's been about an extra few hours a day that I had not intended to dedicate to it. Plus there's personal stuff happening and whatever. And so, but I also know it's going to get me there. Next week is going to be better than this week.
Okay. Before I forget, I know every couple of weeks I bring it up and you're like, absolutely no problem. And I haven't seen any movement yet. You were going to bust out with the half calf.
Yeah. Whenever you want it.
Okay.
So like anytime you want it, I can get it.
Okay. Huh. You've already decided on the formula.
Yes.
All right. Send me a bag.
Okay.
So I can try it and mess around with it in the espresso machine.
It's gonna be a 16, actually.
Whatever. But yeah, I'll order one of those, and then I'll try it. So, thanks for the birthday thing, by the way. I don't think I mentioned it. I saw that you sent a little extra there.
Speaking of, do you currently have the espresso machine?
Yes.
Do you have a filter disc thing? One of those little metal screens that goes on top of your puck?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I have like 4 now, and so I was gonna send one your way, but
Oh, no. We have one. It came in a kit that my brother-in-law bought. Dude, I freaking love that thing. It really helps disperse.
Yeah.
Works really well.
It may only be like a 10% difference, but I can tell the difference.
I can tell when I forget to put it in. It definitely changes.
Yes.
The flavor profile. And drives my brother-in-law crazy. He can't stand it. He's like, we just need to find one coffee that we know it's 20 ounces or grams, 20 grams or 19.5 grams, or it's that's it. And I'm like, no, espresso is an experience.
Yeah.
And it's about figuring out, okay, the Mexico, it's really extra gassy. It's really heavy. I ground it. Now I'm thinking, okay, this is, you know what? We put it in, we pack it, we do the thing. And I'm like, it's a little low. It's going to be too little. It needs to be the 20 grams, not the 19. And so then we up it to 20, do it, make it, it comes out, and it times the amount of everything fine. But if we go 19, it's too fast. And if we go 21, it's way too slow. And so it's like, you really have to mess with it. I enjoy that. It drives him insane.
So every morning
drives him so crazy. He has the machine at my house because he can't stand it.
That's great. Every morning I make 3 shots
really well for me,
or 3 double shots of espresso, and I've got my recipes dialed in. So I try to shoot right as close to 18 grams as possible, and I'll vary my ground size by as much as 4, depending on the recipe, right? Depending on the bean. But I have it all in a note in my phone, and I just know, like, okay, when it's a new week, okay, it's Costa Rica right now. Okay, well that's a 3 on my grinder, and I'll start at 18.2, and if it goes a little fast, I'll go up to 18.3, and then what I've noticed is 0.1 grams at the level that I've like today made the difference of about 5 seconds. So if I was a 0.1 gram, a tenth under, it would be like at 20 seconds. And if I was shooting for 25, if it was 0.1 over, it'd be closer to 30, which in general on my machine, 28 to 30 is the range that I like it. 25 is still good, but I like a little more extraction. I definitely don't like once I go past like 32. Okay. I don't like anything that's like below 24.
Yeah, we're not quite that dialed, but we are.
You're not making 3 shots first thing every morning and keeping a log of what you're doing, and
right. And our scale isn't even that good. Like ours goes from 20 to 21, and I take off.
You have to at least go down to
just to 20, and then I'm like, okay, now I want it 21, but 21.2-ish. So I will play it. It hits 21, and then I'm playing, and I'm like, that should be it. And then I do it and pack and do it and compress it. And he bought like this special walnut handled thing, and it's so fancy. And
is it the bottomless type?
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah.
It is awesome. It really pulls down, does it? But I'm telling you, within a fraction of a second if your pack is off, if you're everything, because it goes. It's like spraying water in your teeth. Like it goes everywhere. And you're like, well, that was off.
Yep.
Because it doesn't come out. Like it doesn't work right. Yeah. And you can tell if it's too fast because it just goes. and flows out. You're like, oh, yep, did it in about 12 seconds. That's not going to be any good.
Yep. Oh man.
Anyway, we could talk about that way too long. But I want the half calf anyway. I'm telling you, I'm right now, if he doesn't come over and drink any coffee, I am perfect.
Right.
With the amount I'm getting. Perfect. But he comes over on the weekends, and sometimes he doesn't have any, and I'm great. And sometimes he'll drink 2 or 3, or make his brother one, or he'll make 3, 4 shots and put it in a little thing and end up making like espresso martinis or whatever. Right. And we're like,
it messes up the thing. You messed up the equation.
And now I'm going to be 2 days short. And so what am I going to do with no coffee? And so then I know I'm watching the grind, and I'm like, I can only have 1 today. Man, instead of 2, I drink 2 a day. My wife drinks 1. I make 3 a day. I am making 3. But it's not like in a row. It's like make hers, then I make mine, but I'm making it into cappuccinos or lattes, or like we're still playing around, still having fun. And then I'm like, do I have the beans? Yeah, I do. I'm going to make an extra one. And then I make one. But I'd really like the half calf. And if it works well, if it can be, if it's awesome, then probably what I'll end up doing is order half calf like 3 times a month. And then maybe whenever you're fresh brewing Colombian or Guatemalan or one of my other favorites in that mix during that month, where I can say any one of these 5 or whatever extra, then throw it in. But otherwise, just give me the half calf, because I am okay with the extra caffeine occasionally, but at the same time, I'd like to lower my caffeine intake just because I'm trying to be healthier now. So
this coming week, not what we shipped out yesterday, but this coming like next week. So you'll probably get it in 10 days. I don't know.
Okay.
8 to 10 days. Is special. So, but I'll get you the half calf also. So you'll get 2 together, because I would just replace your normal thing, but we may not get a hold of this again for a year.
No, don't. I need an extra bag at this point. I need an extra one now.
Okay.
Because I got to get ahead. I have nothing. He brought home a bag of espresso beans. I was just going to throw them in the trash because they're disgusting. But I was like, you know what? Let's grind it. I'll make some cold brew.
Yeah.
Can't mess up cold brew. I ground it. I made cold brew. It stunk so bad that I had to completely tear the grinder 100% apart.
Yeah.
Completely, and clean it completely and put it back together, because I don't want to run good beans in after it. We made the cold brew. I made the cold brew. I poured it over the ice with the half and half and the simple syrup and the whole thing. I made it like we make it.
Yeah.
And I took 1 sip and I was like, oh my God, I just wasted 15 minutes making this. I go, here, babe, try this. And she gets it to here and she goes, it's burnt. I said, I know, just try it. So she tasted it. She's like, it's undrinkable. And so we gave it to Andrew, and he's like, this is good. I was like, okay. Well, take home the cold brew, because I'm throwing it out if you don't take it home.
Yeah. Yeah. It's messed up, because like I'm at the same point where it's like
I can't do it anymore now.
I can't do it. Yeah. It's so hard. There's a coffee shop that I go to. It's a couple miles away every Friday morning.
The same one?
Same one.
I went to, yeah, they're decent.
No. It's not as good as that one. We went to Finley Farms, the workshop. And that they have pretty good, like they have a pour over and stuff. This place, I don't want to say who it is. It's normal coffee. It's just normal coffee. It's got a really good environment, and a lot of people go there. It's always busy and that kind of stuff. But man, they burn their beans, and it's so hard. I've actually like a couple times I've just brought my own coffee and just paid for a cup. It's like I just can't do it. Oh man, it was okay today. It was Guatemala, but what I do appreciate is it's always rotating.
Okay.
But it's always just a little too burnt, for my taste. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. I wish I could drink cheap wine or cheap coffee or, cheap beer, whatever.
You're not going to be able to.
No, I can't. Yeah. No. So I just, most of the time, like if it's wine, like I haven't had wine in, I can't even, like maybe 6 months, 8 months, because one, we don't have I only ever drink with like my father-in-law, but he buys good wine, like.
Yes. Honestly, we haven't had wine since we were in California in
Right.
wine country. We go wine
Right.
tasting, you get it. And for my birthday, it was awesome, by the way. It was awesome that this gift was given. I went to my chiropractor and he was like, "Hey, happy birthday. Did you drink wine?" I go, "Yeah." And he's like, "Happy birthday." And it was a California wine. It wasn't a good one, but it was a California one. And I brought it home and I'm like, "Dude, this is awesome." Like,
yeah,
I put it in a little wine fridge and we held on to it. And the other night, I'm like, you know what? I can afford the calories. Like, I'm having a glass of wine. I'm doing it. And so I poured myself one, and it wasn't a substantial pour, but a regular pour.
Right.
And I sipped it, and I was like, this is not good. I'm not enjoying it.
It tastes like vinegar.
I just was finishing it, and I was starting to get a headache, and I'm like, oh man, the tannins are rough on that one. Woke up the next morning, I could barely make it to work. The headache was so bad. I was like, oh yeah. It turns out I was already dehydrated anyway.
Okay.
I'm not drinking enough. I've gotten to where now I have water and I'm trying to maintain drinking it. But I didn't drink enough. And so I woke up dry mouthed and I was like, oh, this is not good. And I had to get up and drink a liquid IV and a big thing of water. And it took me like 3 hours to feel better. But I can't do it anymore. I can't bother. I can't drink wine anymore. And I'm like, you know what? I honestly feel like drinking wine is the experience of who you're with. You can't just drink wine by yourself and expect it to be good.
And for me, it's the same thing just with alcohol in general. Like, I'm not a sit at home and just drink kind of person.
Right.
Now don't get me wrong. I have put away a lot of wine and a lot of craft beer in my time, but anymore, last several, really since we've been in Missouri. Like, I used to drink a lot of craft beer. I used to brew craft beer because that was fun.
Right.
And then, you saw in my backyard, I used to have the kegerator. You didn't see that? I had a 4-tap keg, a big commercial unit that I picked up at one point, and I could have expanded it to 8 taps, but we would, brew beer for like the county fair and enter it in contests.
Right.
And we've got second many, many times.
Wow.
So apparently only 2 people ever entered the contest. But anyway, I used to drink a lot of craft beer, but now it's like, I don't have that person, my buddy that I brewed beer with, to sit and drink a craft beer with. Like, and for me, it's about the people. It's about the experience. It's not about the alcohol.
Right. Yeah, it's not. It's about the whole experience of doing it. So,
but I've also, like, I'm not in the shape that I was in when I was doing that either. Thankfully, I got my friend that I brewed the beer with. We went on a Yosemite trip. It was a bunch of guys, 2 years in a row. I think this was like 21 or 22, whatever it was.
Okay.
I saw the picture and I was like, oh, CJ Chunky. Oh my gosh. Dude. Cause like I am not svelte, I know where I am. Right.
Yeah.
But I was about 35 pounds heavier.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, whoa, I forgot that I was that, like, overweight. I mean, I'm very aware of how not skinny I am now, but I'd forgotten that I was that much. And I'm like, okay, like, let's not be too hard on ourselves, because it's like, I could be in worse shape. I have been in worse shape. So,
right.
I still, like, the problem is I'm thinking back to when I was 24 and I had, abs and those kinds of things,
Yeah.
I'm not 24 anymore though. So
no,
I also have no desire to put in the kind of effort that it takes to get those kinds of things.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, like, whether it's food or alcohol or whatever, I'm just more into, like, quality versus quantity. Right. So
okay. Yes.
we're trying, the last couple months, it's been more and more and more. And tonight will be the first night that we're actually just making pizza from scratch.
Okay.
So like last night, Darcy made tacos.
Yeah.
And tortillas she made from scratch. Like
flour or corn?
Flour. Yeah. So it was a lot of work.
Did they turn out chalupa or did
Yeah.
they turn out?
Yeah. A little thicker, which I actually
okay.
I like.
I've never been able to make them thin enough.
Yeah.
Because
you need a tortilla press.
Kick down. Oh.
I will see what she did. I was thankfully not involved too much. I had to shred cheese. That was my role.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, like more and more, we're just trying to get away from all the processed crap, you know?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
It's just, but it's so hard. It's so stinking hard. Anyway,
for
we're
sure.
Totally off base now.
Yeah.
Are we good to wrap up?
Yeah. At this point, like I barely have enough time to get the other stuff I need to get done today.
Yeah. Same.
Right.
I need to get,
and I got to keep myself from being sidetracked into getting into the thing. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna default to you. I'm gonna give you one more week to figure out the Hey Jen thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm saying before I'm stepping in and I'm gonna dive myself. You know how it was with Firecut. You like hit me up. I'm thinking about looking at this stuff. I'm like, cool. I spent 7 hours watching every single thing I could learn about it. And still, I'm not caught up to where you are without even watching the videos because we went through it that time. And you're like, oh, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Because you understand the interfaces much more than I do.
Right. Because
I'll get there. It's just, I think it's going to take me some time. But holy crap balls. Thank you very much. Dude, the time you are saving me with the cheat code buttons. Oh my God. I'm using that now. And at first it took me a while because I was still grabbing the wrong video and being what the heck?
Right.
Now, dude, it is so amazing. I am cutting out and I understand it's a 10-minute video that I chopped to 2.5 minutes. But that was taking me 40 minutes just to get it down to the parts I wanted to keep.
Right.
And now it's so much faster. I'm not kidding you. I'm so fast with it now. I almost don't need Firecut to do it because I'm like, oh, I already know it's the second one. And it's crazy. I now see where you got it, where you can look at the audio and know what's being said when.
Yeah.
And you can tell when there's repeats and you go clip.
Yep.
And sometimes I need to adjust it a little bit, but when you would just look at it and you go, I'll clip it here and here. I'm like, how do you know? Because I needed video. Now I just look at the audio bar. I stretch it, make it a little taller, and then I just clip by the audio bar. Then I bring it in, then I watch it. I'm like, yep, there it is.
It's so time consuming anyway that it's like every fraction of a second that you can shave off.
Right.
Those recurring, repetitive type things. Like, man, you just have to, like, it adds up to big things. I still kind of stick by my, like, it's going to take me an hour to edit a minute of video, you know? So
you're doing a whole lot more and better quality.
Right. That's not, that's changing shots. And, that's a minute of produced video.
Yeah.
Hour
and
editing.
Granted, I want to be able to do those kind of things and edits, which is why I'm got my show going, my little series, not going yet.
Right.
Calm down, everyone.
Right.
It's not yet going, but it will be soon. I'm still finalizing the script changes because I'm adding some new depth to the storyline and some of the characters. And that I see, because that I'm going to have to set up like 3 cameras and I'm going to record the same scene from 3 different angles and then go and clip back and forth because it's just me. I don't have the ability to do a pan shot or a sweep away or a whatever. So I have to say, if I want this to be a zoom in, I'm just going to have to record it in 4K, starting as far away as as necessary, but not too far away, and then do a zoom in so that it's still stays
zoom. Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff. Yes, that's going to take me an hour probably 3 hours per minute, 4 hours per minute. But considering the series is going to be 3 to 4 minute episodes, it's going to be okay that it's going to take me 10, 12 hours per episode. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beast, but again, like the little things, knowing the tools, knowing the, which keys are the shortcuts, like,
Yep.
Makes a big difference.
Man, I am serious. I'm almost tempted to now go ahead and play with the Stream Deck with the shortcuts.
Okay, yeah.
Because they have all the button, like if you press B, it does the ripple. Well, I could just put the ripple bloop, on the thing, and now it ripples, and then I go bloop, and then I go to arrow, and then I go bloop, and then I go to cut, and then I go bloop, instead of being like, or going with the mouse and clicking on that icon. I could just put them all in the buttons, because each page I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 buttons.
This right here is another thing. Unfortunately, it's not super reliable with the newest Macs, but it's a shuttle jog, so you can go 1 frame at a time. There's little detents, little clicks in here.
Right.
So if you're trying to go, try a couple seconds, it's like, I mean, you could do the same thing with your arrow keys, but this is a lot more graceful. And then this is like fast forward, and it ramps up, and then reverse back down. And so then you can configure all of those. Like, I don't know if you can see the thing.
Buttons, yeah, to be what you want them to be.
So I used that for years when I was at it, and it saved me so much time, even knowing the shortcuts, but just having a shuttle jog. I'm sure there are other, in fact, I know there are other companies that create shuttle jogs. I can't think of who they are right now. Maybe Logitech. But this brand,
everything I have is Logitech. I wish they did. Maybe I'll have to check into it. If I really get into the editing of stuff, because that's not my goal. That's not my dream.
Right.
To be an amazing editor, but I like playing with it. I like messing around with it. I'm still going to get the Apple trackpad.
Yes.
I'm going to break down and buy that. I think that's my next purchase. I'm going to get a trackpad.
That's, I mean, simply from it doesn't have to just be video editing, but from productivity, like an Apple trackpad, if you're using a Mac, is incredibly useful.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to get that. That'll be the next thing I get myself.
I actually can't function with a mouse anymore. I could have a mouse also. And I did that for years, actually, where I had a mouse and trackpad, but the gestures are so ingrained into me that I wouldn't, it's like using someone else's Mac. If I came over and used your Mac, I'd be like, where's right click? Because you can configure it different ways.
Sure.
Anyway, well, I have got to run.
Okay. Well, then let's get out of here. So yeah, next week,
I will have a good report for you for HeyGen.
Okay. Yeah, let me know. And then I'm interested in watching and seeing some stuff. I will I'll reach out if I got anything else going on. You answered my question before. If you find anything else out about the thing happening on my website, let me know about that.
I think it'll be taken care of. I'll check in on it early next week.
Okay. Other than that, and have a good week. And then I'll look forward to the coffee. Let me know when that's shipping.
Yeah, it'll ship out next Thursday. You'll have 2 bags, and one of them will be extremely special.
Okay.
So I won't ruin the surprise for you.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right, man.
Okay.
Well, until next week, mind your stinking business.
You mind your business. All right.
Jerks. All right, later.
Okay. Bye.